is as follows. We're gonna just catch the ball. Okay? So we have our hand out here. We have the other hand at our face. Whether you want to have it at your face or if you want to be in like your front stance, drop the ball and catch it. Okay, whichever is more comfortable. Again, it's just hand-eye coordination. I'll tell you one more thing about it too. So if we're right here, like we're in a blocking stance or something like that, we're just gonna drop the ball and then quickly catch it with our other hand. And then catch, sorry. And then catch, 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 catch. And we're gonna keep dropping it over and over and over again, and that is totally fine. Here's a hint though about when you're trying to catch the ball. Now, when you try to make a fist, or when you're punching somebody, you're not super close all the time, and you're not super tight to punch somebody because you're gonna be way too slow, and you're gonna be stiff. You're actually nice and relaxed, shoulders relaxed, and then when you punch, that fist doesn't close all the way until that last second. Same thing with that rotation, right? So if I think about the ball, here I am dropping it. If I think about the ball and the punch, by the time I catch the ball, that's when my fist closes and I squeeze. So right here, squeeze, 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 squeeze. So that's one tip when working on it. Second thing, a lot of times for the kids, they're just staring at the ball. They're like, ball, 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 ball. What I want you to do is, if you need to do that, fine. Afterwards, look beyond the ball and see the bigger picture. So I'm right here. So right now the ball's in front of my Ronin Dragon poster, but I'm not staring at the ball. I'm staring beyond it, and I'm working with this, with feeling and coordination. So it's the same thing as this. If Robin comes up here and she's punching me, right, punch, I don't want to stare at this and only this, because guess what? That's going to hit me and I'm not going to see it. I'm staring at the whole picture. She strikes, I'm staring at everything. So even though I'm right here, I can still feel what's going on right here. I don't need to stare at your hand. The other nice thing to that is, speaking of the whole picture, what if you got buddies around you too? I don't just want to focus on you, the whole picture. That's what I want. So when it comes to catching our ball, we have our punch, we have our hook, our uppercut, which I feel like is easiest because you're kind of catching under. So you have level 1, uppercut, level 2, punch, and then level 3, you have your hook. And I feel like that is hardest because when you go for the hook, you really do have to grab the ball at the right moment, otherwise you're gonna hit the ball off to the side. You're still hooking here.
Yep.
Okay? So I feel like that's level 3.